Okay, so hopefully at this point you can see my screen. You can see exactly what's on here. So I just thought I'd show you how to find these pieces of information. So you can see up in the search bar here, I've written in Investor Relations Carnival. And so if you just write in Investor Relations with any company you want, it should come up with that page for their company, all right? So we'll just click into this link here. This is Carnival's. And all these pages look a little bit different. So you can see on here, there's a whole bunch of different information up here. And if we look at financial information, that's where we can see annual reporting, all the quarterly and semi-annual reporting as well, or the SEC filings. So the SEC filings are more of the really formal things there as well. And then there's the webcast as well, which again, that's like the earnings call where you can actually listen to what they have to say. So let's have a look at in the quarterly and semi-annual reporting, going to 2020. And then you can see the different pieces of information in here. So we might actually go to the SEC filing instead, and you can see exactly what I've got. So there's a whole bunch of different terms down the side here, but we're looking for the 8K, which is all along here. And we're going to choose the one that says quarterly filing over here. So quarterly report, which provides a continuing view of a company's financial position. So I usually open them up as a as a PDF file. And so you can see it there. So I've already looked through this one, so I'm just going to move over to the other one. So this is the one that I've kind of prepared earlier, and you can see you'll see some highlights as we go through. So this is just the stock standard, what it looks like when you get into it, and there's heaps of information that's just, it's what they need to have on there. So you can see the trading symbol down here, which is what it would be on the stock exchanges. So CCL is what you would need to look up to find this company on the stock exchange. You can see whether it's a quarterly report, all that sort of stuff. But you can have a quick look at that yourself at some point, or pause the video and have a look. As I go down a bit, there's a table of contents, which is where it shows you all the different parts that you're looking at. So there's the financial statements here, which we can click on and go to. There's the management's discussion about those financial statements. There's the market risks that I was talking about as well. There's more to do with that down here in the risk factors part as well. So let's just keep on going down. So here you can see some of the financial information. So as I said, there's a lot of numbers here and a lot of different things on the side that I personally don't know what half of them mean. But fortunately, from what I've read, you don't need to know what they all mean. There's just some key parts that you need to know about. And I'll show this in future videos more as well. All right, so I've scrolled down to page 9. And on page 9, you can see that it's got some notes to the consolidated financial statements. And so they go through and they've got a whole bunch of different information on there. And I've highlighted some of the key parts that I think are important for you guys to read and to know. As I said, I'm going to do a future video, probably this coming week as well, which will be about Carnival itself. And so I'll go through this in more detail, but that's just to see that there. And so as I said, if you actually look here, I've got this page this is 627 pages long apparently. And we are not going through all that, that's for sure. So this gives you all just some more information. All right, so back on the table of contents, let's just go through to the risk factors and have a look at that. So we can see here are the risk factors here. So here they've got one there to do with COVID-19, and they give a brief summary of what it is, and they go into more detail and talk about underneath. And then that goes on for a while, and then they'll have another one, which is like here. So any potential government disaster relief assistance could impose significant limitations on our corporate activities and may not be on terms favourable to us. So again, that's another one. And then they just keep going through all those different ones there as well. And again, that goes for a few pages. So what they say is it's good to go through and read, the whole annual report or the whole quarterly report for the first time when you're looking at it. Try and go through the whole thing. Although it's really long, just kind of skim through it all, and so you can kind of just see what it is. So I've already kind of done that for you, and so I only got up to page 42, and that's kind of where I stopped needing to look at it, because most of the information after that was just I can't understand half of it because it's in financial terms that are just pretty boring to read. So it's not really that important. They've already spoken about all the important stuff up above. So that's kind of all that. Now I might show as well I'll go through and show an Australian company as well. So here's Car Sales. So Car Sales is an Australian company with the ASX symbol CAR, or CAR, which is pretty fortunate they got that one. That's good. But again, I just looked up Car Sales Investor Relations and it comes up with their page. So when I click on that one, it brings me up to their page. Obviously, it looks very different. But again, I can go through to financial reports here, and there's the half yearly accounts, the annual reports. I went in here earlier and noticed that the half year accounts, they don't actually have the most recent one in here. So I haven't updated this site. So I just went into ASX announcements and news releases, and we'll go into ASX announcements here. And you can see these are all the different filings that they've done. And so I just went through and loaded the next 20 as well. And here it is here, the financial year 2020 half year results presentation. And then there's the media release underneath it as well. And there's the half year report as well. So that's opened up as a new document. And here you can see, again, they've got all their different information on there as well. Theirs looks a bit more flashy, but again, same information. So every company you can do this for as well. So I'll leave some links down below to some other articles you can go and read and things that I use to learn from. And you might go and have a look at that and see if there's other information in there for you as well. So I hope this has all helped in understanding where to find this information and what's important.